Two, three. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So hello, my name is Fauza and I will be the one who asks the question.
And my name is Karin and I will be answering the questions.
Okay, so Karin, are you interested in art? What kind?
So I am actually really interested in art. I like all types of art, varying from digital and also traditional art with like pencils or acrylics. I also like architecture. I like any type of things that are creative. Yeah, I like all types of art.
Uh, how important do you think the arts are in your education?
I think that art is pretty important in education because, of course, when you type in your essays, you still need to be creative with your words so that you still have your originality, and also that the words in your essay can also spark imagination for others. So creativity is not just like drawing; it's also what you put in your essays, what you put in your videos, your uh, yeah, all of that is art. So I think art is pretty important in education so that we still have originality and to also spark much more imagination in the future for other generations ahead.
Do you prefer watching films at home or in a cinema?
So actually, I prefer watching films at home because we have much more freedom and yeah, we have much more freedom to do whatever we want when at home. Like I can wear whatever I want, I can eat however I want, and I can also skip the movies or stop it whenever I want to. Whereas in the cinema, you can't do that obviously. But then again, cinema has a very completely different vibe. Like it's a big screen, obviously it's HD, and like the the environment alone is like so it's immersive, right? And especially that if you're going there with someone else, you also get that experience with that person. But I still prefer watching films at home rather than cinema.
Has your taste in film changed as you have grown up?
Not really, actually, because I still like watching animations until now, but I think that it's not changed, but more as adapted. My change and my type in movies are more adapted, so that now also like thriller and action, unlike when I was a kid. But then again, I still like watching those heartfelt, easygoing movies that I used to like when I was a kid as well.
Okay. So the next topic, what subject did you enjoy most at school?
The subject I enjoyed most at school, both in my junior high school and my senior high school, is actually English because it became really easy for me. Maybe it was because of my past experiences, but then again, it's just that even though I understand mostly about English, I still get new insights, and that these projects also are challenging to me, even though I already know English as well. So I think that English is my favorite subject.
Okay. Do you think it is better to study alone or with others?
That depends on the subject on and what the assignment is, because sometimes I find myself not liking group projects because it's inefficient, but then sometimes there are times that I need other people to help me with that project because yeah, it depends on the assignment, because if I can't do something alone, then obviously I need someone else to help me with it. But sometimes when I understand what I'm doing and the assignment is too tedious, I dislike doing group projects because sometimes it's much more inefficient to do it with other people than alone.
Okay. How important is English in your school?
Because my school, my senior high school, there's a rule of a mandatory having to speak English on weekdays, then yes, it's mandatory, right? So we have to speak English whether we're in school or in Assam as well. We have to speak English. So yeah, it's pretty important.
Okay. What kind of learning environment do you find most effective?
I think the most effective learning environment is actually where both the teachers and the students are cooperative. So it's not just the teachers yapping about the material, or it's not just about the students trying to find out what the material is about. It's about both of them having the communication to understand both what the teacher is saying and also what the students are having problems with. So it's not a one-sided conversation and relationship. so that both of them get the experience and the material that is being presented in the front.
Okay, so that's all of the questions.
Okay, I want to describe a very significant journey that I experienced not long ago. It was actually on March 2026, around Ramadan at this year, which is the time where I went to Mecca and did Umrah with my family, which is with my dad, my mom, and also my older brother. So where did I go? I obviously went to Mecca and also Medina for the Umrah journey, and I went with what I mentioned earlier with my brother, my mother, and my father, and also the Jama'ah who also guided me and my family for the Umrah journey. So what happened during the journey or trip? So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I did Umrah, which is the ibadah for Muslims, and I think one of the significant things that happened was that I actually did Umrah twice in the same journey, because I was the second niyat was for my grandmother's mother, so that she didn't get the chance to do Umrah, so I did it for her in her place like that. So it was actually really hot there, and so when I did tawaf, which is going around the Kaaba, it was really hot, and of course I had to wear a full hijab and socks and all of that, and I believe I did wear black, which was much more hotter as well. So oh, it's so hot, and I have to go 7 times going around the Kaaba. But then, when it was around the third spin, I felt this gentle breeze that helped me go through the last 4 ones, and I think that's a sign and a help from Allah. And mashallah, yeah. Okay, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all. I just think that it was a great journey, and even though there's a lot of things that happened there, I don't yeah, there's a lot of things that happened there. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to my